What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Garage 141. And on today's video, a quick look at the abandoned Alabama 4-lane project. I have actually done a little bit of research on this, so I wanted to give you a few facts and items on this particular project that was abandoned. Currently, I'm on one of 3 bridges that have been built for this project that has never seen traffic on any of the bridges or this road at all. Most of the time, people come through here with their side-by-sides or Jeeps and go through and ride just because, I guess, they think like I do, $80 million of our taxpayer dollars, it belongs to us, the taxpayers. It is actually a 6-mile section of road that goes from the top of Spruce Pine Mountain in between Phil Campbell and Russellville, Alabama. It goes due south toward Haleville to bypass Haleville. The reasoning behind this road was to give the northwest section of Alabama from, say, Florence, Muscle Shoals, Tuscumbia, Russellville, Littleville, all access to a 4-lane style, interstate style road directly linking to the Gulf Coast, so you did not have to stay on 2 lanes to get to Corridor X or Interstate 22. Like I said, this particular section had 3 sets of bridges built, and according to the research that I did, it actually did cost $80 million of taxpayers' dollars for this to never have any traffic put on it. It was abandoned, I believe, in 2015, and nobody has messed with it since. We can't get funding for it. It's kind of basically a road to nowhere. From what little bit that I have read on the internet and done what little bit of research I can read, was that Robert Aderholt gets funding from time to time or gets denied funding. I believe the last that I read, he got $5 million funded to go toward research on this for some reason. I don't understand the $5 million for research. I believe either fund the road or just completely can the project. I also find it kind of odd that so much taxpayer money has been spent into this for it to be an abandoned project. Here's one of the roads that we have to cross over that goes from 243 to somewhere in Phil Campbell, I believe. That was one of 3 roads that we will have to cross going through here. For the most part, it was pretty well gravel most of the way. Naturally, there was some washouts in different areas and potholes in different areas, due to it being graded, ready for pavement back when it was being worked on. I do kind of wish that this would be completed, but I doubt that I will ever see it in my lifetime. I've heard about this all my life. I'm 41 years old, and I've heard about this road for most of my life. There's several gentlemen in Haleyville where this road ends that are advocates for this road to have a 4-lane road all the way through, and they're very on up in age, and they would love to see it completed as well. So I'll hush, and I will get back with you when I get closer to the other bridges and kind of explain to you guys how those bridges are and where they located at specifically. So here we are at our second crossover that goes from 243 to the Phil Campbell area. So I'll speed the video up and get to the bridges and kind of explain where they are at, and we'll go from there. The second bridge that I'm crossing here is probably, of the three, the second longest one. The third is the longest. This one actually goes over an area called Gas Branch over Little Bear Creek. As you can see there, there's graffiti down the side of the K-rail on either side of the bridge. People going out, riding their side-by-sides and Jeeps and four-wheelers and such, and tagging the side of the bridge. There was a little bit of an eerie feeling crossing these bridges, knowing that they've never had traffic over them, or they're abandoned out in the middle of nowhere, knowing that they're not that old, but still it's just an eerie feeling crossing over, almost like you shouldn't be doing it, but I did it, and most people do. It was an enjoyable ride today. It was fun getting to explore it and check things out and just kind of see what it is. So, again, I'll end this and send you to the third bridge. All right, here is the third and final bridge. So what I had to do is I looked down there. Sounded like there was something between my fender and the tire, and just made sure that there wasn't nothing there. But this actually goes over a section that is closest to the Mondi Bridge, Mondi swimming area and boat launch. It's pretty high up. Of course, I'm not scared of heights. There was a few people out today on the water. Right below the bridge, there was a couple with some kids that was docked up on the bank. Had to stop here and take a couple of pictures. Wanted to send to some friends, but again, it is kind of an eerie feeling being on bridges that are kind of abandoned. It's an odd feeling. Of the three, this is the longest, so that makes it even worse. I got down here to the end. There was a small little drop-off, not terrible, and some slick mud that I had to go through. I noticed that I had forgot to turn my traction control off, so you'll actually see me turn my traction control off. And I headed on to the northbound lane. I wanted to get some pretty good footage from over the bridge looking down at the water. Now, the northbound here, of course, I don't know if this was done by the road department or whoever, but of course there's gravel up next to it, so it's not a terrible hop up onto the bridge. So, but anyway, yeah, the bridges was cool, the ride was cool. I got down to the end of, I turn around here at the other end of this bridge and I go down, and I got very, very close to the end of the road, and I unfortunately met a game and fish agent. I stopped the video before I knew that he was not going to stop. He actually just waved at me and kept on going, so that was kind of odd, but I figured he was going to stop me and ask me what I was doing, because there is road closed signs. I did have to stretch it out here just a little bit, just to see, but did want to slow down because I didn't want to have a wreck out here in the middle of nowhere and have to call somebody to come find me. So again, thanks for watching. It was a nice little ride. I can't wait to get some friends of mine over here and ride with me just to check it out again. But thanks for listening. Sorry if I have bored you with the voiceovers, and I apologize. This is the first time I've done a voiceover on a video, so hopefully I'll get better. But again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to this video. I wanted to share the waste of $80 million taxpayer money, just kind of blatantly. It's odd how wasteful our government can be from time to time. So I wanted to enjoy my little bit of tax dollars that's went into this. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.